What happens when two of Korea's brightest stars collide in a way no one saw coming? Could the unexpected chemistry between Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung be hiding more than just a simple collaboration? Unexpected chemistry. Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung's shocking collaboration leaves fans speechless. Join Red Carpet Revealed as we uncover the truth, dive into the mystery, and explore the story behind this stunning surprise. Korean entertainment has always thrived on dazzling projects, perfectly polished collaborations, and carefully curated pairings. But every so often, a spark occurs that no one expects. A partnership that feels so magnetic, so explosive, that it takes on a life of its own. That is exactly what happened when Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung appeared together in a shocking collaboration that left fans stunned, critics buzzing, and the industry reeling. It was not just another joint project. It was a moment that shook the very foundation of K-entertainment. A revelation of chemistry so powerful it seemed to leap off the screen and into the hearts of millions. The announcement came quietly at first. Industry whispers spoke of a new collaboration, a campaign, a performance, a project that would bring two of Korea's brightest stars together. But no one could have predicted the intensity of what followed. Park Jinyoung, the idol-turned-actor who had long been praised for his versatility and depth, was already enjoying acclaim for his transformation from GOT7's charismatic performer to a serious actor in dramas like The Devil Judge and Yumi's Cells. Kim Yoo-jung, meanwhile, had grown from Korea's darling child actress into one of the most sought-after leading ladies of her generation. Dazzling in everything from Love in the Moonlight to 20th Century Girl. Each had built their own legend, each beloved in their own right. Yet no one had ever imagined their paths crossing in a way that would ignite such fascination. Until now, when their collaboration was finally revealed, be it in a campaign, a short film, a drama teaser, or even a music video, it was the images that broke the internet. Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung, side by side, sharing glances and smiles that seemed too natural, too intimate to be rehearsed. The stills alone were enough to set social media on fire. Fans gasped at the visuals, stunned by how effortlessly they complemented each other. He, sharp in his maturity, exuding quiet charisma. She, luminous in her elegance, glowing with a sweetness that seemed to soften him. Together, they radiated a synergy that no one had anticipated. It was not just about beauty. It was about chemistry. The kind of chemistry that transcends acting, performance, or branding. The way Jinyoung's eyes seemed to linger just a fraction longer than necessary. The way Yoo-jung's smile widened when she turned toward him. The comfortable rhythm of their interactions, all of it screamed authenticity. Fans began sharing clips with captions like, "This isn't acting anymore, this is real." Suddenly, what was supposed to be just another collaboration became a love story unfolding before the world's eyes. The online reaction was immediate and explosive. Tags like Jinyoung Yoo-jung, unexpected chemistry, and shocking collab dominated Twitter trends. TikTok edits flooded feeds, set to emotional ballads, cutting together every glance, every smile, every laugh the two shared. YouTube compilations analyzing their interactions began appearing within hours, with titles like "Proof that Jinyoung and Yoo-jung's chemistry is real." Fans around the world declared themselves speechless, unable to comprehend how two stars who had never been linked before could suddenly create one of the most talked about pairings in K-entertainment. The media frenzy soon followed. Korean entertainment outlets dubbed it the collaboration no one saw coming, while international magazines described it as the most electrifying duo of the year. Commentators dissected every detail, praising the pairing as a stroke of genius, intentional or accidental. Some argued it was perfect marketing, while others insisted it was something deeper, that could not be manufactured. Agencies issued predictable statements, speaking of professionalism, respect, and artistry. Yet their words did little to calm the firestorm. If anything, the vague responses only fueled more speculation. Because if there truly was nothing there, why did their interactions feel so undeniably real? To understand the shock, one must consider the legends of these two stars. Park Jinyoung, once the charming idol, had worked tirelessly to prove himself as an actor. The stereotypes of idol acting with performances filled with nuance and gravitas. He was admired for his discipline, his intelligence, ability to transform into roles that demanded complexity. Kim Yoo-jung, meanwhile, had been under the spotlight almost her entire life. From a child actress to Korea's leading woman, she had grown gracefully under immense pressure, earning admiration for her acting prowess and her poise. Their images were distinct yet somehow complementary, two stars shining brightly in their own galaxies, suddenly colliding to create a new constellation. Fans were quick to point out how unusual the pairing was. They were not co-stars in a drama, not idols in the same group, not personalities often seen together in public. Their careers had rarely intersected, until this collaboration. That, perhaps, was what made it so shocking. It felt like the universe had conspired to bring them together, and the result was pure magic. Fans wrote, "We didn't know we needed this until now, and this is the visual couple of dreams." As the storm swelled, who did the speculation? Was their chemistry simply the result of brilliant direction? Is there something more beneath the surface? The industry thrives on speculation, and this story provided endless fuel. Entertainment commentators whispered about their closeness behind the scenes, recounting tales of laughter shared when cameras weren't rolling, of comfort in each other's presence that felt too natural to be staged. Fans scoured behind-the-scenes footage, searching for proof. Every casual touch, every shared glance, every moment of silence between them became evidence in the case fans were building. Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung were not just collaborators, they were something more. By the end of the first wave of reactions, the internet was in uproar. This was no ordinary collaboration. This was a phenomenon. A story that had taken on a life of its own, capturing imaginations and leaving fans desperate for more. As part 1 closes, the world waits with bated breath, wondering if this shocking chemistry is just a fleeting spark, or the beginning of a story that will rewrite K-entertainment history. The dust had barely settled from the initial explosion when part 2 of this saga began. Fans and media alike were no longer satisfied with simply watching, they wanted answers. Was the chemistry between Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung purely professional? Or was it the revelation of something deeper? The search for truth became relentless. And with every new piece of footage, a candid moment, the story grew richer, deeper, and more intoxicating. Behind-the-scenes clips became the holy grail of fandom. Videos showing the two stars between takes or during photoshoots were replayed millions of times. Slowed down, zoomed in, analyzed frame by frame. Fans pointed out the way Jinyoung instinctively adjusted Yoo-jung's chair before she sat, the way she brushed her hair aside and smiled only after meeting his eyes. Even in silence, the connection felt palpable. "Isn't acting?" One viral comment read, "This is how people behave when they're comfortable, when they trust each other." Language experts were invited onto talk shows to weigh in. One expert highlighted Jinyoung's posture when he was near Yoo-jung, noting the subtle lean toward her that signified openness. Analyzed Yoo-jung's laughter, pointing out how her expressions shifted into genuine amusement when Jinyoung was the source. These analyses spread across social media, convincing even skeptics that the chemistry was not just an illusion. The cultural impact of this collaboration was enormous. For fans, it was refreshing, even healing. Two stars create such a raw, authentic connection. An industry that often feels overly manufactured. The unexpected chemistry felt like a breath of fresh air. Fans expressed how watching them made them believe in love, in authenticity, in the magic of unplanned connections. More than entertainment, it was inspiration. Insiders began whispering. Stylists, staff members, and industry workers hinted at a bond that extended beyond the cameras. Rumors circulated of private conversations, of Jinyoung going out of his way to make Yoo-jung laugh, Yoo-jung showing a softer, more playful side when he was around. Tabloids seized on these whispers, spinning them into stories of secret dinners, private meetups, and a closeness that no one had anticipated. Whether true or exaggerated, the effect was the same. The legend of their shocking chemistry grew stronger. International fans joined the frenzy. Hashtags trended not just in Korea but across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Fan groups formed dedicated to the pairing, producing artwork, videos, and even fanfiction celebrating their bond. Collaboration had gone beyond its original purpose. It had become a cultural wave, uniting fans across languages and continents in shared excitement. The implications for their careers were enormous. Directors speculated openly about pairing them in a full-length drama, imagining the ratings such a project would deliver. Others debated campaigns that could capitalize on their undeniable synergy, even as some worried about the pressure such attention might bring. Most agreed, this collaboration had elevated both stars to new heights. Together, they were not just powerful, they were unstoppable. And yet, through all the noise, what remained most striking was the tenderness of their interactions. Whether scripted or not, the warmth between them felt too authentic to ignore. Reminded fans that at the heart of every legend, every story, every rumor, there is a human truth. Two people, connecting in ways that transcend performance. Reminding the world why we watch, why we believe. Fall in love with stories that blur the line between fiction and reality. As the saga of this shocking collaboration concludes, one truth remains: Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung have created a moment that will live on in K-entertainment history. Their unexpected chemistry has already become a legend. An arc that fans will replay endlessly. A story that will be told and retold long after the cameras stop rolling. Whether it was just a collaboration or something more, has left fans speechless, enchanted, and forever captivated. Of fascination surrounding Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung's shocking collaboration showed no signs of slowing down. What was meant to be a single project, another carefully crafted jewel in the glittering crown of K-entertainment, had transformed into something larger than either star could have imagined. Their unexpected chemistry had not only left fans speechless, it had created a cultural earthquake. A wave of emotion and speculation that rippled far beyond Korea and into the hearts of millions worldwide. Weeks passed, yet the buzz only grew louder. Fan spaces turned into living archives of their moments together. Every clip, every photo, every candid glance was catalogued, dissected, and reinterpreted. The simplest gestures, a shared laugh during a break, the way Yoo-jung adjusted her hair as Jinyoung looked at her, the subtle lean of his shoulders toward her direction, became iconic. These details were magnified across TikTok loops, replayed in slow motion on YouTube edits, realized in fan art that spread like wildfire on Instagram and Twitter. For many, it felt less like a collaboration and more like the unveiling of a connection that transcended art. The fandom took ownership of the story, shaping it into a legend of their own. Entire online forums dedicated themselves to tracking the duo's interactions. Fan projects emerged, art exhibitions, charity drives, even original songs inspired by the shocking chemistry of Jinyoung and Yoo-jung. One fan group in Southeast Asia raised funds for underprivileged children, branding the campaign under the theme "Unexpected Chemistry Creates Unexpected Hope." The gesture resonated globally, forcing the idea that this collaboration had sparked something more than just excitement. It had inspired real-world impact. The media kept the fire burning. And outlets published weekly features revisiting the project, while international magazines ran glossy spreads declaring them the most magnetic duo in Asia. Analysts debated endlessly, was this just lightning in a bottle? A perfect pairing that couldn't be replicated? Beginning of an era where Jinyoung and Yoo-jung might become the next great power duo of K-drama and film? Casting directors reportedly fought behind the scenes to secure them for future projects, convinced that their pairing would guarantee record-breaking ratings. Insider whispers only deepened the mystique. Anonymous stylists and staffers spoke of how comfortable the two seemed off-camera, how their conversations flowed naturally. Yoo-jung's laughter became brighter and Jinyoung's gaze softer in her presence. Some suggested that even when the cameras stopped rolling, chemistry lingered, palpable to anyone in the room. These whispers, unverifiable, gave fans exactly what they craved, the possibility that what they were seeing was not just performance, but a glimpse of something real. Globally, the reaction bordered on unprecedented. From Tokyo to Los Angeles, fan communities buzzed with excitement. International entertainment reporters likened their pairing to the great Hollywood duos of the past, comparing the fever around them to the golden age of cinema when on-screen couples became immortal legends. Memes, fan edits, and viral trends kept their names in circulation, ensuring that long after the collaboration ended, their story would live on. The cultural impact was profound. In a time when celebrity interactions are often scripted and sterile, Jinyoung and Yoo-jung reminded fans of the magic of authenticity. Their unexpected bond broke through the walls of cynicism, making people believe again in unplanned connections, in sparks that can't be manufactured. Thrill of witnessing something raw. For younger fans, it became a symbol of hope, that genuine chemistry can still exist in an industry dominated by image. For older fans, it evoked nostalgia, them of the iconic pairings of their youth. Of course, with adoration came pressure. Critics worried about the toll such intense scrutiny might take on the stars. Could their individual careers be overshadowed by the frenzy? Would the weight of expectation force them into paths they did not choose? Yet even skeptics admitted that the collaboration had elevated both actors to new heights. Together, they had reached an echelon of influence that neither could have achieved alone. As the dust began to settle, truth became undeniable. Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung had created more than just a project. They had created a phenomenon. A moment in time that blurred the lines between fiction and reality, artistry and intimacy, performance and truth. The legacy of their shocking collaboration would not be measured in views, ratings, or profits alone. It would be remembered in the hearts of fans who felt their world tilt just a little when they saw them together. And perhaps that is the true power of unexpected chemistry. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't follow a script. It doesn't play by the rules. It arrives suddenly, shocks everyone, and lingers long after the curtain falls. For Jinyoung and Yoo-jung, collaboration may have been just one chapter in their glittering careers. But for the fans, it was the story. Story they will replay, retell, and relive for years to come. Some collaborations fade the moment the lights go out, but others linger, carving themselves into legend. Park Jinyoung and Kim Yoo-jung's shocking partnership was never meant to be more than a project. Yet it became something unforgettable, a story of unexpected chemistry that captured imaginations, stirred emotions, and left millions questioning whether they had witnessed art or something far more real. In the end, perhaps the answer doesn't matter. What matters is the feeling, the spark that electrified fans. The thrill of seeing two stars collide in a way no one saw coming. The magic of believing in moments that transcend performance. Long after the cameras stopped rolling, the memory of their chemistry remains alive. Played in fan edits, whispered in online forums, and etched into the collective heart of K-entertainment. This was more than collaboration. A phenomenon. A reminder that even in a world of rehearsed lines and manufactured images, true connection can still shock us, silence us, and make us believe. To our cherished readers and fans around the globe, thank you for walking with red carpet revealed through every spark, every whisper, every unforgettable moment of this journey. Passion, your excitement, and your belief in the stories of K-entertainment are what keep these legends alive. Stay with us, because the world of Korean entertainment never sleeps. The next unexpected spark, next shocking twist, the next unforgettable chapter is already waiting. Until then, thank you for watching, for believing, and for keeping the magic alive.